This is Mamuni. Thank you so much for being Amar Baba Ma.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss how to solve a single column cash book problem. So let's get started. Chalo, shuru kara jak. So let's go through the problem. Cash book single column. Enter the following transactions of Baba in a single column cash book. 2022, the first transaction is on 1st April, commenced business with cash 25,000. So what is the journal entry? The journal entry is cash account debit to capital account. So what is the position of cash account since we are preparing cash book? Cash account is on the debit side. So capital will be also on the debit side. So we'll write to capital account 25,000. Okay, so let's write 1st April to capital account 25,000. Okay, and after every journal entry we'll have to write a narration, that is a brief note, just like the journal. Why? Because cash book serves the purpose of a book of original entry or journal. Okay, so let's write the narration. Being capital introduced into the business. Okay, and moreover, cash book is a real account. According to real account, what comes in is debit. So here, যখন proprietor business এ capital invest করছে, কি হচ্ছে? Cash is coming in. So 25,000 will be debited. Understood? But you got to know journal entry. Otherwise, how will you write to capital account? So you should know which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. So you got to know journal entry, and I've already taught you journal entry because journal is the first chapter I taught you. Okay, please remember cash book records only cash receipts and cash payments. Cash receipts are recorded on the debit side and cash payments are recorded on the credit side, and single column cash book does not record checks received and checks paid, and single column cash book also does not record cash discount allowed and cash discount received because there is only one column which is for cash transactions. Okay, so cash receipts are recorded on the debit side and cash payments are recorded on the credit side. Cash received will be recorded on the debit side and cash paid will be recorded on the credit side. Okay, so let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 5th April, purchase goods for cash 6,000. Ignore goods. What will be the journal entry? The journal entry will be purchases account debit to cash account 6,000. What is the position of cash? Since we are preparing cash book, cash account is on the credit side, so purchases account will be on the credit side as well. Okay, so let's write on 5th April by purchases account how much? 6,000. We'll have to write narration, otherwise marks will be deducted in the exam. Being goods purchased for cash. Okay, and moreover cash book is a real account, so what goes out is credit. This is the book of Baba. So when Baba is purchasing goods, cash goes out from the business, so 6,000 will be credited. Understood? So let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 12th April, purchase goods from Priya on credit 15,000. But cash book only records cash transactions and no credit transactions. So this transaction will not appear in the cash book, be it a single column or a double column or a triple column. Instead, we'll have to write a short note below the cash book. Okay, so how to write a short note? Let me show you. We'll have to write a short note below the cash book. Say, note, there will be no journal entry in the cash book for the credit purchases of goods from Priya on 12th April 2022, since cash book records only cash transactions and no credit transactions. Okay, understood? So let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 20th April, sold goods for cash 5,000. So what will be the journal entry? Cash account debit to sales account. What is the position of cash? Since we are preparing cash book, we'll look from the position of cash book. Okay, since cash account is on the debit side, sales will be on the debit side as well. 5,000. So let's write 20th April to sales account. How much? 5,000. Being goods sold for cash. And moreover, cash book is a real account. So when Baba is selling goods, cash comes in. So 5,000 will be debited. Okay. So let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 22nd April, paid to Priya 7,000. So what will be the journal entry? Journal entry will be Priya account debit to cash account 7,000. Okay. So what is the position of cash? Since cash account is on the credit side, Priya will be also on the credit side. So we'll have to write by Priya account 7,000. Okay. So let's write 22nd by Priya account 7,000 being cash paid to Priya. Okay, and moreover, cash book is a real account. So what goes out is credit. When cash is paid to Priya, cash goes out from the business. So 7,000 will be credited. Understood? Let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 24th April. Cash sales or goods sold for cash is 3,000. So what will be the journal entry? The journal entry will be cash account debit to sales account. What is the position of cash? Since cash account is on the debit side, sales account will be also on the debit side. So we'll have to write on the debit side to sales account. Okay, so let's write. So cash book is merely a cash account. That is the reason when we are writing on the debit side, we are always starting with to, and when we are writing on the credit side, we are starting with by. Okay, and we'll have to balance it also because cash book is nothing but a ledger account. Actually, cash book serves the purpose of a journal as well as ledger. Okay, and that is the reason cash book is also known as journalized ledger. Okay, understood? So let's write April 24th, goods sold for cash 3,000. So to sales account, and always remember cash book है cash account ashena. Understood? To sales account, cash account will never appear in cash book. Okay, so 3,000. Let's write the narration. Being goods sold for cash, sold for cash. Okay, moreover, cash book is a real account. So what comes in is debit. Here, when goods are sold, cash comes in. That is the reason 3000 will be debited. Understood? Now let's see the next transaction. The next transaction is on 25th April, paid rent 4000. So what will be the journal entry? The journal entry will be rent account debit to cash account. What is the position of cash account? Since cash account is on the credit side, rent will be also on the credit side. So we'll have to write on the credit side by rent account 4000. Okay, so let's write April 25th by rent account. By rent account, how much? 4000. Let's write the narration. Being rent paid. Okay, and moreover, cash book is a real account. So what goes out is credit. When rent is paid, cash goes out from the business. So 4000 will be credited. Understood? Now let's see the last transaction. The last transaction is on 27th April, paid salaries 2000. So what will be the journal entry? The journal entry will be salaries account debit to cash account. What is the position of cash account? Since cash account is on the credit side, salaries will be also on the credit side. So we'll write on the credit side by salaries account 2000. Okay, so let's write April 27th April by salaries account. How much? 2000. Being salaries paid. On 27th April by salaries account 2000. Okay. Moreover, cash book is a real account. So what goes out is credit. When salaries is paid, cash goes out from the business. So 2000 will be credited. Understood? Now we'll have to calculate the total of debit column and the total of credit column. Okay. So let's do it. So the total of debit column is 33,000 and the total of credit column is 19,000. But what is the rule? Rule is we'll have to write the total whichever is greater. So 33,000 is greater. So we'll have to write 33,000 on both sides. But we'll have to balance credit side because credit side is shortfall ache. We'll have to balance credit side, so there will be a balancing figure. What is the balancing figure? You'll have to deduct the total of credit column from the total of debit column. So what is the total of credit column? The total of credit column is 19,000 and the total of debit column is 33,000. So if you deduct 19,000 from 33,000, you'll get balancing figure, always the last day in the month of April, by balance CD. How much? 14,000. 33,000 minus 19,000. You'll get 14,000. Understood? This is the closing cash or cash in hand. Babar closing cash koto? 14,000. This closing cash will be brought down to balance because Baba has not shut down the business. So to balance BD, he will continue the business because Baba will continue the business. 14,000. What will be the date? Date will be the very next day, 1st May. Okay. See, now the total is debit side 33,000. Credit side is also 33,000 because we have balanced the cash book. Okay. This is the closing cash, 14,000. And this 14,000, we'll always have to write this 14,000 beneath the debit total. Opposite side likhta hai, always to balance BD. BD means brought down, CD means carried down. I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your precious time. I sincerely hope this was useful. And before I fade out, please remember, be yourself. Don't copy others. Don't imitate others. Because you were born an original. So why copy? Why imitate others? Because in the long run, imitators won't be successful. So be creative, be original, just be you. Bye-bye. Take care, stay safe, and stay blessed always.